All right, guys. Thumbcase here. Thanks for tuning in. Um, Today, I'm going to show you guys how to read the stablecoin indicator. All right. Now, this is how I've been catching all these really nice moves. The stablecoin indicator is going to tell you everything you need to trade. It's going to tell you when a move's coming and you need to start paying attention. Then it's going to tell you the exact entry points so that you can catch the moves and you'll catch them at the tops and bottoms. Or else you can also find places to hop onto the trend. All right. So let's just get right into it. Okay. It's going to be a little bit abstract at first, but I'm going to explain it to you and I'm going to show you in the charts. And you'll see just how accurate this is and how it works on all time frames. So you can use this to scalp, or you can use this to catch big moves, or you could come in here and you can catch all these little moves too. All right. Um, so basically, let's move this for a minute. Basically, there's two there's two or three main patterns, okay, that you're looking for. Okay, patterns in these lines, and then also the divergences down here. All right. So the first pattern is um, first pattern is this. Okay, real simple. It's an M pattern. Okay. So sometimes it looks like that. Sometimes it'll look like that. Sometimes it looks like this. Okay, but you'll see big M's and you'll see small M's, and then you'll also see W's. W's are signals to the upside. The M's are signals to the downside. Okay. So that's the first pattern. Okay. Now, the next pattern is with the divergence, when you see a divergence. So, when you see a divergence, what you're looking for is the next dip into the green, which is like down, which I mean by that is like down either close to this line or preferably past this line. So down here, like, see how these are all dips into the green? Okay, so after a divergence, the next dip in the green is usually the signal. So see right here? See how it divergence and then the next dip? You can buy on those. Okay, right here, dipped again. Looks like it's going to go up. Okay, so the pattern is divergence, divergence, and then the next dip. The next dip, or else the next W. Okay. Okay. Now you also have to look. Um, you also have to look where the divergence is, like on the screen, or like on the like the level that it's at in this chart. So like if the divergence is down here, that's what you're looking for. let's see if the divergences are in the middle. It's like not as strong a signal. It's uh, it depends sometimes, but the higher up or the lower down it is stronger signal. Okay, and I'll explain that a little more as we go through the chart. Okay, and then there's also a few like combo patterns. So like there'll be a W, and then there'll be a dip. Wait. There'll be instead of like a dip down low, there'll be a dip here, but then they'll flash a divergence across those two, and that's like a stronger signal. All right. There's a couple other patterns, but I'll show them to you as they come up. Okay. Okay, so let's just look at the chart, and I'll start on the higher time frames, and I'll show you the patterns, and you can see them and how they line up with the tops and bottoms. Okay, so when you see this pattern on the W's or the M's, your entry point is right here on the second bump. When it turns, that's going to be your entry point. Okay, same with the M at the top. When it on the second bump, or else on a divergence, with the divergence going to be on the first bump. So if it's an M pattern like this right here, right here at the top is going to be your entry point. Okay. So let me just show you on the chart. Okay. Okay, so let's just go to the daily. Okay, these patterns, the higher you go, the more simple the patterns are going to be. And then as we go down in the time frames, it's going to get a little more complex. But I'll explain how to read it. Okay, and you can use this on every time frame. It's accurate on every time frame. Okay. So let's look here on the daily. Okay. Okay, so you got the daily. So look down here on the stablecoin. Okay, one thing. Let me before I start, let me just tell you how to set it up. Okay, to start looking at it. I see a lot of people with their chart like this. They'll have it real stretched out, and then they'll have it, real high like this. They'll have it, like this. Maybe it's real stretched out, but you can't really see anything like that. You can, but especially on the lower time frames, it's hard. So you want this to be, you want to see some history, and you gotta give it some room so you can tell whether it's closer to the top or closer to the bottom. So you want to see some history on this so you can tell where the last touch at the top or the bottom was. Okay. So let's just look on the daily. Okay. Let's see. Right here was the top. See. Okay. You got an M pattern, and then you got it on your next dip, right there, that was the top. Okay, this is actually, and it's actually like a big M pattern. Okay, if we go, let's go to the weekly. See on the weekly, see right here, it's a big M pattern. Okay, let's go back to the daily. Okay, so this M here was the top right there, and then see how it dipped down and it's holding in here. Okay, sometimes it'll go from the top, and when you see it holding in the middle, that's like confirmation. I'll explain that a little more. But okay, see right here, see we got that other combo pattern. We got an M, and then the next dip with the divergence right there. That was a good long signal. And then you see how it came in here and it held in the middle and went up again. That you could have took that as another signal. So a lot of times with the divergence, the next dip is a good signal, or you're watching for the next dip into the green. It kind of depends, because if it's trending, if it's still going in the same direction, it doesn't necessarily have to go all the way to the green. So see, like it was still going up here, so this divergence and the next dip was good entry. And it's these the bottoms of the M's are almost always like the exact bottom of the moves. Okay, so even here, you get some divergences, and then you know these M signals are good. Okay, right here, see you got an M, and then it flashed the divergence. Right there was a good entry. Okay. Let me go to some lower time frames. Okay, let's go to the 4 hour. Okay. Here on the 4 hour, okay, see we got this divergence. This divergence, it's actually an M, and then it dips below and the divergence came. See right there? See how that was the top of the move right there? Of the down move. And then it came down here, made an M. And that was your up move right there. See right here, this up move. See how the bottom of the M right there signaled the up move. And then in here there's a W. Right there's a W. You hit that one, or you could have took this W right here for another entry. Okay, so right there you got a signal, and then also the next dip after a divergence is usually good. On these higher time frames, it doesn't always have to go into the green or red, but it can. But so, okay, so see right there, see how this lines up. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, so see right here, it's like holding. When it's trending, it's not going to come down. It's going to just stay in the middle and then go back up. It's going to come down to the middle and then go back up. So you can take these signals from the middle. So see right here, the bottom of this M. That was the bottom. This next dip right here, that was a good up call. Okay. When when it's trending, you know, these signals, you know, they're good signals still, but you know it's still going up, so you'll get smaller moves off them. Okay, this is how I actually caught the top. I don't know if you can see over here, I got a short from 73858.2. It's like it's right about where this yellow line is. But see, you got this divergence here, the M with the divergence, and then it came back down and it was holding in the middle. So it'll hold in the middle sometimes when it's about to change. So see, it's like up here and it comes down and then it's holding in the middle. So instead of it usually bouncing, it holds in the middle and then it goes down. So right here on this M was the top, and that's how I caught it. I was looking at this right here. I was looking at this M, and then I was also looking at this, or this, yeah, that M, and then I was also looking at, what else was I looking at? I was looking at this one, and then I was looking at the daily, also had a big M. Or the weekly. Had this big M going. So that's how I caught the top. Okay, here. Yeah, see right there where it spiked? That was the top. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's go to like the 2 hour. Okay. So see here on the 2 hour, see this M right here? That was a good signal for a trade. Okay, so see right now it's still going down. Okay, there's this M up here, or this M up here. There's a smaller M right here, I think, that got the top, but then it made this bigger M. Okay, and then it came down, and see now it's going down because it's holding in the middle and it's coming back down, holding the middle, come back down. But now it broke that, and it made some up signals. So now we're looking for up signals. Now these up signals are good. See this divergence, the next dip? You can take a cough there, the next dip. What I would be looking for is for this to come up here and then hold in here and then start doing like this for it to be going up and staying in this upper area. But let's just look at some more. So look, here's the divergence. Here's the M pattern. That was a good call there for a little short. See right here. Then you got the divergence call. That was another good entry, the divergence with the M. Okay, and then the next dip off the divergence is good call right there. Okay. So you can just see it. Look here. Here's a big W right there at the bottom of the W. There's your entry point. And then it came up. And then see how it held like up, like higher. Right here, the smaller W. See right there showed you your entry point for a up, for a long. Okay, right here on the this one you got the divergence and then a dip below, and then it started making smaller M's in here. Just keep going. So you can, I can go back almost anywhere and you're gonna see these patterns. Right here you got divergence, the next dip right there, and then it came down. See, it held underneath here, right there. Can catch another one, and then see right here. See, it made it made a W. Could take that as an up call. So see here, it's going up. So you'd be looking for calls in here. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, right here, right there at the W. Good call. Right here, see this little W right there. It's your entry. Okay, and you're just gonna see this over and over. No matter what time frame you're on, you'll see it. You'll see these patterns. Okay, the lower down you get, they'll get a little more complex, and you get more. They'll catch the smaller moves, the M's and the W's. Let's go back. Okay. So see right here. See how we got this divergence. See, we got the divergence. The divergence with and then the next dip, the W, and then the dip with the divergence right there. So seems like it's trying to get up here, but you have to look on some higher time frames and see what kind of patterns are forming. So it's each lower time frame it's the same as the higher time frame, but it's just more detailed. So when it's forming like a small pattern here, you can look for it to form bigger patterns on the higher time frames. But I'll show you that when I show you how I stack all these stablecoin indicators together. Okay. So see right here, divergence, next dip into the red, entry, and then it came here, and see how it's holding below the line. It came above the line, and then it's holding below. You can take entries there too. Right here on this W, entry, and then once it made the W, and then the next dip with the divergence, see how that was an entry right there. See how it called the bottom right there. Okay. So see right here, see this W, see how it got the bottom, and then see how it came up and it's holding back above right there, making another W right there is good. And see how it kept and it held in the middle. So that's where it's like switching from up to down, or from down to up. Okay. So but you'll just, these patterns are everywhere. You just watch for them. So you can use this on your time frames. If you're looking for a trade, look for one of these patterns at the same time, and you can get confirmation. This is Confluence for all your trades. So see right here, there's no divergence, but it came up and it held up, made a W up higher, dipped down into the green, and it came and held up. Okay. And then right here, probably on a smaller time frame, there's probably a M right here and here. Okay. So, but you see, like every time you see one of these patterns, it's going to be a move. Right there. Right there. Right here, you got the M for a down move. There's actually an M right here for a down move. Okay, and then sometimes, sometimes there's also like bigger patterns playing out. Like, let's see, well, you could have, like, see this divergence? This next dip off of there actually ended up being good. You had to have a little bit of stop loss, but it called it once it dipped here, and then it came and it held below, then it dropped. Okay, so same thing. Right here, divergence, and then it made a little M right there. Okay, let's go to like the 30-minute. Okay, so here we got a divergence, then the next dip off the divergence. Entry right here, got your M pattern. Okay, right here, sometimes there's probably a smaller M in here, so with the M and then the dip and then the divergence flashing across it, it's a down signal. Okay, and you can take these smaller M's in the middle are going to be moves, but they're not going to be like the big moves, but you can take them. Okay, this big W here, see, it made a big W, but then this smaller W was the entry. So here you got a divergence, and then the next it made a little dip right there. Okay, if the divergences are in the middle, they're not as strong as if they're up top, or if they're coming from the top or the bottom. See how this one came out of the bottom? These ones in the middle, they're not as strong, but it just depends what direction it's going. So here you got a dip with the W across it and a divergence. Right there is entry. Right here you got a M. Right there it called the down move. Okay, this is another pattern. Okay, not on the smaller time frames, it's going to get a little more complex. But see this, sometimes these divergences will connect. If you ever see like two connecting like that, that's a real strong signal. Okay, so dipped, made a W, another, another W. These are probably good calls, but just the temporary ones. This when you get a stronger signal after that, then the stronger signal is going to be the one. Okay, so see right here, divergence, then it came up, made the M right there. That was your entry point. Right here it's still holding to the upside, so these up signals should be good. Right there, a W. Right here, made a big W. Right here, an M. See this big M? Right there is the entry. Okay, divergence, the next dip, the first dip after a divergence. See right there? That was a good up call. See these little W's in here? Good up call. Okay, divergence. See the divergence, and then the next the next M. This one. Okay, sometimes if the M is sloping up, it's not as strong as a one that's sloping down. But see how it's rolling over. There's probably more detail in it on a smaller time frame where you could have caught it. Okay, but see right here, see you got a W pattern, the next dip with the divergence right there. That was a good up call. Right here, got the M for down. And then see, you can wait for when it gets up here and makes an M, and you can wait till it comes and holds in down lower. So see how it's up high, and then it came in down lower, and it held down here, made another M to go down. Okay, right here you got a W with a divergence across it. That's a good up call. Okay, right here you got an M with a divergence, a dip and a divergence across it. Right there's your top for down. Okay, right here you got a W, next dip with a divergence. There's your call for up. Okay, so you'll see these patterns, you'll see them, and you can wait for them, or you can anticipate them. You can, once you see the divergence, start looking for the next patterns after it. So the chart will tell you what's coming. You'll be able to see the patterns forming. So see right here, you got a big divergence. This next dip up here. Okay, and this divergence actually was a call too, because it had the M up here, and then it flashed across all of this. Okay, so it's not exact every time. It throws different patterns, but you're looking for the stronger pattern. And you'll see it. You have to watch it for a while. You have to just watch. I've been watching this for like a year almost, this stablecoin indicator, and just figuring out how it works, seeing how it moves, and it's there every time on every move. So see here, it's going up. See how it's holding. See how it's holding to the upside. So all these W's in here are going to be good calls. Let's see. Find another W. Right here, W, little W. Right here, W. Called that. Right here, you see, you got the two divergences connecting. When they connect on that dip right there, that was a call, a down signal. Okay, and then see how it came down here, and see how it made an M right there. See how it made a little M, and it's holding to the downside. That was a good call. So you gotta kind of, you can look at the way it's trending and just take the calls to that side, until you see a strong signal. You want to take the, so here it's going up. You want to wait till you get a divergence up high. You'll get little moves off of these, but if it's trending one way, the calls are going to be in that direction. So right here, W, that was a good call. Okay. So right here, W, or divergence, and then a W after it. entry point. Okay, let's go lower time frame. Let's go to 15 minutes. Okay. So once you get smaller time frame, it's gonna get a little more complicated, but it's the same idea. Okay, right here you got a W, you got a W, and then you got a W, and then this you got another W to the upside. So that was a good call. In here you got this next dip after the divergence, another dip. You can take all these dips. Right here there's a small W. Okay, so it okay, you know, okay, so here W with the dip and a divergence across it is up. Right here you got an M, you got a lower M right here. Okay, okay, let me okay, okay, so see right here, see this M, how it called this right here going down. So see, it came down in here and it's holding to the downside. Okay, so all these M's in here are good calls. This M right here. Okay, but see, it's still going down because it's okay. When it goes up here, it like breaks it breaks the trend. Okay, it was trending up and then it breaks it. So now you're looking for down signals until it breaks it to the downside. So broke it there. Now you're looking for up signals. Okay. Up signals or not. Actually, it didn't break it. Here it's going sideways. Okay, so you take those signals and then here it broke it. Okay, now you're looking for up signals. Here broke it back to the downside. Okay, I'll try to explain it better, but let's go to smaller time frames. Okay, same signals. W's the next dip, divergence next dip. Okay. Okay, let's go to the 5 minute. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, okay, you see here we got a divergence, and then the next dip after the divergence, that was a call. Okay, when it's on these lower time frames, it's gonna be more about holding in the middle. Okay, so see right here, you got a down call, but then it came and held in the middle. Okay, so the calls were in here. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. So it's a little different on lower time frames. So see right here, See right here, it broke to the upside, and then you came here and you got your divergence with the flashing across it. See how it was up and then it came in down lower and then it flashed a divergence? That's a good call. And this should be a good call too, the next dip after divergence. Right here, divergence, next dip, up call. So you can catch all these small moves too. Right here it's staying, see how it's staying to the upside? So you can take the calls in here. This W was a good call. When it's going sideways, kind of both, when it's going sideways, both sides are making good calls on these lower time frames. So see that M, this dip here, sometimes it'll just be a dip, but a W is a stronger signal. See this W right there for up signal. See this M for a down signal. See this W for an up signal. See this M for a down signal. Okay, so you can catch all these little moves in here. Right here, got an M for a down signal, W for an up signal. Sometimes, you know, it'll call everything. As the lower time frames you go, the more detailed you can see. Right here, M caught the top. Right here, it made a big W. See that dip? Right there, a big W. Like this. Okay, right here, see these two divergences connecting across each other? Right there, when you see the second divergence flash, that's your down signal. See it right there? Okay, this one, divergence. See, the divergence isn't really down low, so you gotta wait for the dip, for a big dip. So it came down and it made this W pattern, and then that W pattern, that was your entry right there. Okay, right here, see it broke, it gave the down signal right here, the M with the divergence across it, but then so that was a good entry, but then it came down and hold. You could have took this one also, this M right here, because you see it's holding below in the middle, changing direction. So see right here, see this double divergence across each other? Right there is a good up signal. And then right here, it's going sideways, so you could take all these signals. You can take this W, you can take this M right there. You can take this W right here. It's going sideways, so take this M on the top side, down signal. Take this W to the upside, up signal. Divergence with the next dip, down signal. Divergence, next dip, down signal. Right here, you got W with the divergence, up signal. Still kind of going sideways. You could take that, look, that M for a down signal. This W for an up signal. Right here, double divergence right there is an up signal. Right here, divergence, the next dip, down. Okay, so you see how it's just calling everything? Right here, W, the W with the divergence right there, calling the up. Right here, the divergence across the M, the M with the divergence, down signal. Right here, big W, up signal. Okay, so see up here you got the M when the divergence flashed across it, and then the next dip is your signal. So sometimes, if you get it wrong, just wait. You know you're not wrong, but you just got in too early. But the signals are still good, the divergence and then the next dip right there. Okay, you got to be patient. You got to wait for these signals to form, but when they do, they're good. So still here it's trending up, so you can take that a W with the divergence across it. Right there was an up signal, and then it came up and it was holding in here. So all these spikes are good. This W. Okay, let's go to some lower time frames. Let's see, 1 minute. Okay, so it's the same patterns. The M with the divergence across it, right there. Down signal. There's your top, right there. W, right here for an up signal. It was actually a W, right here. See this dip, and then the next dip. It's a W. Divergence. Next dip, right there. Down signal. See these W's in here, W for up signal. Right here there's a M and that came and held lower. You could take that down signal. Right here there's a W for up signal, and then there's another W holding up higher. That's another good up signal. Right here this W got a little move off that. Right here, divergence, the next dip. It's your down signal. Okay, you can come in here, you can catch all these moves. Right here, got a divergence, then you got a W after that. Right there's an up signal. This divergence, right here, flashing across the big W, up signal. These little M's in here are good. Down signal, see this M. Sometimes it'll be like 3 M's in a row on the smaller time frames. 3 M's is a good signal. Let's see, right here you got an M, the divergence flashing across it. There's a down signal. Right here you had a divergence. Next dip, got a little move there. Let's see. Right here you got a W with the dip and the divergence across it. There's an up signal. Right here there's probably a little M, but you could have waited for it to come down lower, make a M to go down. Okay. Right here. Okay, right here it's trending down. So see all these M's in here are good signals. See this M? You can take these W's, but if it's trending, they're not gonna be big calls. So got an M here for a down signal. Got an M here, down signal. You got a M with a divergence flashing across it. Right there, it's a down signal. Okay, right here you got a, let's see, right here you got a divergence with the M. That's a good up signal. Or with the W. Right here you got M's holding lower. You got the 3 M's right there, 3 M's right there for a down signal. Then you got a W, higher W right there, up signal. Okay. So these patterns are everywhere. Every time there's a move, you're gonna see one of these patterns. Okay, you can use it for Confluence. So right there you got a divergence, the next dip on a divergence. There's your top for a down. Right here you got a W with the divergence flashed across it for your up entry. Okay. So on these smaller time frames, it's going to catch everything. Just wait for the divergences. Wait for the divergences, and then you can try to find, figure out if it's trending, if it's going in one direction, then you look in the middle for signals. But see here, you got 3 M's with the divergence across it. When that divergence flashes, there's your entry, there's your signal. Right here you got like 5 M's, but once that divergence flashes across it, that's your up signal. Okay, so right here, divergence with the M for a down signal. So it's trending down because it's staying to the downside. So you can take these divergence, the dip, but they're just going to be small moves. See, divergence, and then a W. Okay, and then another W, triple W. You could take those for entries. Okay, so you're just going to see it over and over. Divergence, wait for the next dip. There's a W. Okay, so see, there's a W, that wasn't it, but when it came up and it held higher, you could have entered there. Yeah, you could have entered right there when it held higher. On the smaller time frames, it's more important that it comes up and holds above these lines, these white lines. I use those as reference. Okay, but see right here, divergence, the next dip, made a little M in there. Divergence, next dip. Right here, okay, right here you got a double divergence, and there's the next dip. So it'll switch up on you. It gets a little more complex on the lower time frames, but you're always looking for a stronger signal. You might take an entry here and get stopped out. These are usually good for little moves. That's why I like to sell a quarter right away and cover my fees. Cover your fees and move your stop to break even. But so if you take an entry here and then it comes out, it dips further, but see it dips again, you take another swing at it, because this is a stronger signal. The next dip after a double divergence is a stronger signal. So see right here, came up. Oh, sorry, got the hidden divergence. Oh no. Okay, so see it came up, made an M. Then the next, it made a little dip right there. The next little dip after that. Okay. So see right here. Right here is like a double M for your down signal. Right here is a double W for an up signal. Right here, W up signal. Let's see. So like right here you got a triple W. That's a strong signal right there on the third W. So if you took the second one, and you got stopped out, take the third one. Right here an M for a down signal. Okay, right here, double divergence on that second one. There's a down signal. Right here, see there's a little M in there. Right there where on the second bump of the M, or of the W for an up signal. Okay, so you can catch all these moves. I like to look on higher time frames for big signals. When the bigger the time frame, the bigger the move's gonna be. So, but I look for bigger signals on the higher time frames, and then I come into these smaller time frames and see what's going on, and then look for signals in the smaller time frames that confirm the bigger time frames. And I'll show you that in a minute. But let's go. You can go down to the 1 second. Sometimes I watch the 1 second, but mostly I watch the 5 second and the 1 minute. Let's go to the 15 second. Okay, it gets a little more complex in here, but you can catch more moves. Okay, so see right here you got an M with a divergence across it. You could take that as a down signal. Right here you got these 3 divergences connecting. Okay, that was a little up signal. Right here you got a divergence, the next dip up in the red for a down signal. See right here we just got a W for an up signal going up. So just these patterns are everywhere. On every move, triple M right there for a down signal, and it's also holding. It came up and then it's holding below for a down signal. Divergence, the next dip for a down signal. Okay, look right here, W with the divergence across it. There's an up signal. Right here you got a triple M with the divergence. Then the next dip is a down signal. Right here there's a little W. See the little bump, and then the next thing, W up signal. Right here was the up signal, W. Okay. So there's times where like these divergences fail, where they're wrong. Okay, and that's usually when it's dumping, or else it's either dumping or it's shooting up in one direction. You're gonna get a lot of failed divergences in the opposite direction. And that used to throw me for a loop, and I'd try over and over to enter, but in that case you just have to look for a stronger signal, and you wait till the divergences stop. But you kind of have to see it to understand it. But see here on the smaller time frames, there's going to be more complex patterns. There's going to be W. You got a W with a double divergence. That's a strong signal. You want to wait for stronger signals sometimes. So right here you got a divergence. Wait till it comes and dips up high, till it dips way in the red. Okay, see there's your down signal. Right here, you got a divergence. Your next dip in the green is good. Okay, so see here, this is like an example of where it's, see how it's pumping and it's throwing divergences, but these signals are bad. These signals are bad until you get a divergence up here. You get a divergence up high. Then the next dip is good. Also, it made a double divergence, and when they connected right there, when it connected, that was a good signal. Okay, right here, see how it dipped? First it made a big W, and then it dipped and it came up higher and it's holding above this line. That's where you want to enter, because it's like coming back, it's holding up instead of holding down. So wait till it comes back into the middle and then look for signals. So see right here, see how it's up. You want to wait. There's no divergence really. There was one here, but that one played out. But see how it's up, and then you wait till it comes back down lower, and then you can take the down signal. You could even took this as a down signal. Okay, see, here's another example. See, it's going down, it's throwing these divergences, but it's still going down. So see, it came down here, and then see, it started holding, but it's still going down. So see, not until it gets to till it makes a big dip in the green, you want to wait, unless the divergences are way down low. Okay. Let's see. So see here, see how it hit the top, but then didn't go down until it came back down in here and started holding. You got a strong signal, M right there. It's the top, and you got another M here down lower. That was a good signal right there. Okay. Right here, you got double W's. You got a W, and you got another W. That double W is a good signal. You could have took this one, the third W right there. Right here, see it hit the top, but wait till it comes back down, and right there was your signal. When it comes and holds lower, right there is the signal, and then this, since it's going down, this M right here is a good signal. Okay. So you just gotta watch it. Just watch it for a couple days, and just watch, and you'll see how it'll start telling you before the moves come. Let me just go to the 5-second real quick. Let's see. Okay. So see right here, you got a triple M down signal. You got a triple W up signal. Holding to the upside, it's going sideways right here. So all these signals are good, but then it came up and made an M for a down signal right here. You got a W with a divergence across it. There's an up signal right here. Triple M down signal. So on the smaller time frames, you're looking for stronger signals. Right here, you got two M's. That's a strong signal. And see how this one is lower than this one. So right there on the second part of the M, there's your down signal. Right here, you got a W with the next dip with the divergence across it. That was a good signal. Or when it came in here and started making some W's, you could have took that too. See how it's holding up back into the middle? Okay, right here you got a triple M with a divergence across it. Right there, you could have took that, or you could have took this little dip. Right here, see it's failing, it's going down, so these signals are failing. And these divergences, see how they're like higher up? So they're not, you know, you want to look for stronger divergences like this one. But see, they were failing, and then finally it dipped down and it came up and then it started holding in the middle. Right there, you could have took that W for an up signal. Right here, you got the divergence, and then it came down and held in lower. Right there is your down signal. Right here, you got a triple W on the third one. Right there is your up signal. Okay. Right here, you got your divergence. The next dip is a down signal. Right here, you got a divergence. And then next dip, next W, strong signal up. Okay, so see, it's calling every little move in there, everything. Right here, you got a triple W on this third one. Take it. If you take this, you could have took this W too, or the second W is good too. The third W is good. Right here, this W is good. This little M right here is good. Okay. So you can use this as Confluence, or you can trade from this. I trade just from this. I'll show you in a second how I do it, but you can just look for these patterns. If you're looking for an entry or a long, look for this pattern, or look for some divergences, and then look for these patterns to confirm what you're thinking. So see a divergence, and then the W after it could have entered there, or the third W. Right here, see it's going up, and it's failing these divergences. Then then right here it made an M, or you could have waited right here when this M came and held in lower. So triple M right there. Take that for a down signal. Right here, triple W for up signal. Okay, right here, W with a divergence across it for up signal. Okay. Right here, a big M for a down signal. Right here, divergence, a triple W, up signal. Okay, so I could do this all day. I could just go through every move and just go back and show you that these signals are there every time. So I suggest just load this indicator, load it how I showed you, have some history on it, so you can see, you can look and see where the last move was, whether the last hit was to the upside or to the downside. Let's see. Okay, so see right here, the last hit was to the upside, and then it came down, so the last hit here was to the downside. So all this, so here it hit to the upside, all this is going down. You want to look for down signals. Right here it hit to the upside, so you want to look for up signals until you see a strong down signal again. Then you'll look for down signals. We actually, yeah. So, but just watch it, and it'll start to make sense to you. It'll start to it becomes like a sixth sense almost. Like sometimes I'll just walk in the room and look at my indicators, and you can tell it's like we're about to go, and you can just hop right in, and it'll flash to you. Okay, so that's about it, guys. That's how it works. I'll show you real quick how I trade with it. I use this is called, I call this the stablecoin stack. Okay, and what I have here is, okay, I run the 5-second here, and I run the 1 minute here. Hold on. Turn this on. Okay, so what I have here is every time frame. This is the 5-second, the 10-second, 15-second, 30-second, 1 minute, 5-minute, 10-minute, and 15-minute. And then I have another chart over here. I run the 30-minute, the 45-minute, the 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, and 1 week. And what I do is I look for patterns on the big time frames to start forming, and then you zoom into the smaller time frames, and you can see what's going on. So let's just see right here, the last thing we got was a dip into the green. Okay, and now it's coming up and it's starting to hold in the middle. So I'm gonna go to the lower time frames and look to see for some W's, because it's holding in the middle. So if it holds in this middle, it can go up from there. So I'm gonna look for some W's on these lower time frames. So see, it's coming, it's going in the middle here, it's dipping down, and then see right here on the 5-minute, it's starting to make a W. And then you go here to the 1 minute, and it's already made a W. Okay, so each time frame, okay, what you're looking at the history, but you're also looking at the end of the line here, the end part. So see this dip down, the 10-minute, this dip down on the 15-minute, this dip on the 10-minute is the same thing, but it has more detail. And this dip on the 10-minute, on the 5-minute is the same dip, but it has more detail. So it tells you more. And the further down you go, the more detailed it's telling you. So see right here, this W on the 1 minute. See how my cursor goes to different points on all the different time frames. So see it made a W on the 1 minute. It made a W with a divergence on the 30-second. On the 15-second, it dipped in higher from the bottom and made a W, and then made a W up higher. On the 10-second, it made a double divergence, and then here on the 5-second, it made a W with a double divergence. So when it's making a move, you're gonna get signals on all the time frames, and the further down you go, like the stronger the signal will be. And so see here on the 5-minute, it could be forming a W right here. So it's going up. This W up signal is the one leg of a W on a larger time frame. And then this, these moves in here could be part of a W or an M on an even larger time frame. So you look for patterns forming, and then you go into smaller time frames and you can see what's actually happening. um, and so you kind of, what I do is I scan backwards. I scan from the 15 down to the 1 minute, and then from the 1 minute down to the 5 second, and you can zoom in. You'll zoom in to get the exact entry points, and then the exact, you can get confirmation of exactly what's going on. And I'll probably save that for another video. I'll try to explain it a little bit better and show you guys. I'll show you how to set up the stablecoin stack and how to use it better. But that's about it. That's the basic idea. That's how I'm catching all these moves. And you know, now that you've seen it, just watch, and you'll see it more. You'll see it more and more. The more you watch, the more you'll see it, and the more you'll understand how it works. And you know, now that I've got it dialed in, you know, I'm starting to become profitable. I'm getting close. I'm nailing some really nice moves, and you know, I know I'm very close to getting, you know, to the next level. And I hope this will help you guys do the same and win some more trades and increase your win rate. And let me know if you notice anything else or figure anything else out. And yeah, let's freaking go, guys. This is I hope this helps everybody. Okay, just stick with it, watch it, and you'll see how accurate it is, and how every time those patterns are going to be there. Just throw the stable coin into your chart and leave it there and watch. All right, guys. So let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to ask me questions, DM me, or in the chat, or wherever. I'm usually around. And I hope this makes sense, and thanks for watching. All right, bye bye.